introduction.
Hi, my name is Christopher James. This is an RH114 Precedent project on the Parthenon. The Parthenon is an ancient Greek building that was built in Athens, Greece. It was built as a worshiping place to the Greek goddess Athena, who is the goddess of beauty. You can see it here. It's mostly rubble now, but the exterior part still remains. A lot of tourists come here. It's a really big tourist site back in Greece. It was built in, well, construction started 431 BC, but it was actually completed 447 BC. It was built by the Greek architects Ectinos and Kilocrates, and also engineered by the Greek engineer Phidias. Now, getting to understand the significance of the Parthenon, if you ask the average Greek just on the street why the Parthenon is significant, they'll probably tell you that it's significant because the Parthenon is a symbol of Greek culture and the modern Greek state, Greek democracy as well. So there's obviously has a lot of tradition that comes with it. Now, if you look just at that part, you could extrapolate from that. Greek culture gave us the Western civilization, some of our most prized traditions, whether it's philosophy, medicine, art, drama, poetry, mathematics. All these things that we in the West hold dear came from ancient Greece. So the Parthenon is basically a symbol of all of that. We look back to it as basically the product of a creative culture that shaped Western civilization. Now, getting a lot more specific, the dimensions of the Parthenon, this thing was really huge. It's about 228 feet in length, 108 feet in width, and 34 feet in height. And the columns, which you can see right here, were pretty big. It was about 6.4 feet in diameter. So you can imagine this thing was just really, really massive. And of course, size does mean power, and size does matter. So just adding to the significance of it. Now, the overall, when you look at the width to length proportions, it's about a proportion of 4 to 9, just so you can understand the rectangular shape of it. There was also a very large use of golden ratios. So that's another contribution the Greeks gave us, was golden ratios. Now, just so you can see a little bit closer up onto what the Parthenon looked like, just in terms of actual planning. You look right here, and you can see the exterior from one side, the front, and then the interior, and then, sorry, the other side. Now, if you look a little bit closer, you'll basically see this wall behind these columns. And this wall was essentially an enclosed space that you see from this floor plan. Now, you can see a larger space here that was used for gathering, and a smaller space here that was essentially for the Greek goddess herself, where there was a huge statue of the Greek goddess, and that's where Greeks would go to worship. The closed space is obviously a symbol of exclusive space, and it's saying that, just in its size, that it's only for a select amount of people. So it's not for everyone, and obviously the idea that the gods bless not everyone, only a select few. So, just concluding here, the reason we always hold the Parthenon is to be just so significant is because the Parthenon is a foundation. Whether we always look back to it, in a sense, whether it's golden ratios, proportions, mathematics, post and litho construction, which makes up pretty much the whole entire building, we look back to the Parthenon as a foundation of what we do today in modern architecture. It guides us and it helps us to shape the future world. Now, there was another Parthenon that was constructed in Nashville, Tennessee back in the 1800s, and this is essentially what it looked like. So back when it was really built, this is what it really looked like. So the Greeks put a lot of work into it, and it's a very good piece of architecture. Thank you.